All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. We are back in another custom game with our viewers. One of them who has never played on this map. All right. All right, just gonna call it everyone as a thanks for helping me out. I'm probably gonna murder all of your names, and that's okay. We have Farmer Eric, Valiance, Night Slayer, BK444 because BK443 was taken. Bretinator, Trojan 404 because Trojan 403 was taken. Match Striker, and Cravan 82 because Cravan 81 was taken. We are gonna go for a tankier build this time around. I am not gonna go for the permanent health regen. Instead, I'm gonna go for increased move speed. The reason for this is the idea is we're gonna be getting a ton of healing from our ultimate this time. I am a solo warrior by choice in this video. In the last video, I was also the solo warrior, but I didn't really build for it, even though I'm pretty sure I said I was going to. So we're going to try to become as survivable as possible. So our talent at level 1 this time is enhanced agility. It's going to increase our base move speed, and it's going to do that up to a cap of, I believe, 15%. Now, if you don't know already, Dehaka's abilities, his Q ability is a very, very slow and incredibly delayed skill shot. If it does connect with the target, though, I am going to be able to drag them around, which should be pretty good for interrupting a character like Chen. Our W ability is just an AoE around us. It's called Dark Swarm. Our E ability, I know how alphabet and words align. Our E ability is Burrow. It's going to allow us to dive underground for a short time and avoid all damage. It does have some synergies with the rest of our kit. Our trait is called Essence Collection, and this is what is stacking up this DNA strand on the left. Every 50 stacks of Essence Collection we get, we are going to increase this enhanced agility by 1. But we're also able to use our Essence Siphon to heal us whenever we need it. So the more stacks we have, the more we get healed by, and hopefully we can become pretty survivable. Hopefully. So I'm going to go for movement speed and survivability here. The goal is going to be to jump into the back line of the enemy team and hopefully cause a little bit of chaos while staying relatively safe. Someone was mentioning in the comments of my theory crafting video that they think Dehaka has all of these survivability talents so he can be played a bit more like Sonya. You can jump in on the back line and try to deal as much damage as possible. We are missing the majority of our team right now. Li Ming finally arriving, Karazin pretty low on health, and Illidan, of course, diving in without fear because he is Illidan. Now, normally I do not advocate focusing Chen under any circumstances, but I do think we can actually cause a lot of disruption to Illidan. I think we can. I need to pick a talent here really quick. I think I'm gonna go for the one who collects. Again, the idea is that I want to stack up this Essence Strain as fast as possible. The grab being thrown out on Kael'thas is gonna secure that kill, and we're looking like we're in a very dominant spot to win this one. God tongue, no, luck. Luck. Absolute luck. We can land a grab on Rexar here, though. He's looking pretty overextended, and hopefully the friendly team comes in and capitalizes on this. I do think Dehaka has amazing synergy with characters like Uther, who can land guaranteed stuns. And then we're going to use my Brush Stalker mount ability. We don't have a traditional mount, but we're going to use our mount ability to go back to soaking XP up top. And I was able to get up here instantly, which should give us a pretty good XP lead on the enemy team. Okay, so this Immortal, you know, they did the right thing. They made it jump over the wall, but it looks like it's getting a bit of work done. The enemy team actually didn't send anyone to soak up top to counter my soak, so we are going to be in a pretty good spot for the level advantage. We are going to be in a pretty good spot for the level advantage. It is worth mentioning that there's no MMR here whatsoever. This is a custom game. Skill, the player skill may vary drastically. This is basically the only method to avoid the 25-minute queues you're going to get on the PTR for Dehaka, though, because everyone and their brother is trying to play him right now. I was just going to go back for some quick health. I know we have our Essence Collection ready to go and all that, but I wanted to save that for trading, and I'm just going to walk in here and try to deal some damage to this Sylvanas, try to push her back a little bit. At this level range, I am going to go for increased drag duration. Again, the idea here is I want to be able to jump into the back line, survive anything that they're doing to me, and be as disruptive as possible. If I can CC one of their team members for longer, this is just going to be an advantage that hopefully my team can utilize. So as you can see, we are taking a lot of damage here, but I'm able to just use my Essence Collection to get a ton of health back. Good Gravity Lapse is going to set up some good damage here on this Sylvanas, but she is going to get away. My shit was on cooldown. Looks like middle lane has a lot going on. 3 members all soaking that one lane for the enemy team. We have pushed Sylvanas out. Actually, 4 members of the enemy team now in the middle lane, which means they are not soaking bottom. And if Sylvanas is forced to leave, they're not going to be soaking top either. Now, grab is stopped by minions, which does make it a bit harder to land than you may think. It is actually, even without the delay, I can't talk today. Even without the delay, it would still be a difficult skill shot just because it's so close range. You have to get yourself so overextended to use it. I'm gonna go ahead and start this right away. We should be able to cleave these down no problem. I did not get the cooldown reduction on our W ability, and I hope I don't regret that because I think it's one of his best damaging talents. But hopefully with this build, we can stand next to people longer and then deal more damage because of that. I'm just going to go ahead and grab Chen here. This should secure the kill. Hopefully. We're going to use our Essence Siphon to keep ourselves alive and then just push into this enemy team a little bit. Not committing too hard. We want to stay back here and try to kill off these guys as fast as possible. Dude, Misha keeps coming in. There's no fear in Misha's eyes. No fear in her eyes at all. The grab on Kael'thas should secure a kill if we get some help from Li Ming. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We've landed a lot of grabs this game. Last game, I missed a ton of grabs. So hopefully that shows you just how valuable the skill can be. We are going to have to burrow here and then go into an energy, or oh god, run away. We did have to burrow there and then go into our Essence Collection to just try to keep ourselves alive. We did have to burn all of our stacks, but it was enough. It was enough. And then now, again, we're going to use our mount and go straight down to the bottom lane and start soaking XP. We're going to have that level 10 advantage on this enemy team very, very, very quickly. And hopefully we can use that to our advantage. So adaptation is the talent we are going for today. After 5 seconds, you heal for 60% of the damage you took over that period. So I did mention that I don't think this is going to be very reliable. But when you're the solo warrior, you should get a decent amount of value out of it. We're just going to pull Malfurion back here to the minion wave, try to walk in front of him, try to slow him down. A beautiful hunt from, oh my god, Illidan. Oh my goodness. I wasn't ready for that. That was so good. I was not expecting that at all. Illidan out of nowhere with the hunt is going to help us secure that kill. I'm going to go ahead and use my Essence Siphon here. Do we want to try to kill Chen, or? I don't think it's very wise. All right, adaptation coming out. We're going to try to stay alive here. If we get too low, we could just dive underground and start healing. But there you go. Adaptation was able to heal us up there just fine. And now Kael'thas for the enemy team is going to be taken down by a beautiful Flame Strike. I don't think we can move in and do too much more, but we could take down Misha. The grab is going to miss on Chen there. Let's go ahead and just back out. Go ahead and just back out. Looks like we do have some disconnects on the enemy team, or on the friendly team. That was the enemy, right? I think. I don't know names. Oh, that was one of the spectators. That's what it was. It's one of the spectators. We do have 3 or 4 spectators in here watching. I'm gonna go back up top. The global presence of Dehaka is just fantastic. He's able to be everywhere at all times and really apply pressure in all directions. The enemy team has had a massive focus on the bottom lane over the past 30 seconds or so, 30, 45 seconds. So we're able to just come up here and split their attention somewhere else and punish them for not being up here. And we should have enough survivability with our Essence Collection to just be able to live through just about anything. Or at least that's the plan. Hopefully it works out like that. Hopefully. The next shrine is going to be up top, which means they are going to be coming up here. So I'm just going to back up a little bit. Let's dodge those roots. Let's use our Essence Collection now. You know, Malfurion. Oh, the delay on that grab is just insane. It's infuriating. But Illidan with the hunt is going to be able to secure the kill, and we're going to be able to take down Chen at the same time. This 3-level lead, man, it is good. It is good. Excuse me. So at this level range, I am going to go for Swift Pursuit. I'm not too worried about their crowd control. While they do have really good roots, I don't think it's going to be that important that I avoid it when we can soak up this much damage. Grab on Rexar. Can we make anything happen with it? It looks like we can. Holy crap. So I'm going to go for Swift Pursuit, which is going to give me a little bit of a move speed advantage, a little bit of a move speed boost. It's like 20% every time I walk into grass or fog or anything that would conceal your character. I need to cough really bad. I need to clear my throat so bad. Okay, there we go. There we go. I'm good. I promise. I promise. I promise. All right, let's come down here and try to make something happen. Malfurion using the silence is stopping me from grabbing him here, but we could try to grab him now. Unfortunately, I did completely mess up anything that our Kael'thas was trying to do yet again, and Chen completely caught out, is going to be taken down. Now that all of these events are over and this guy is pushing top, we're just going to come back to the bottom lane and soak up XP down here. I'm totally confident in our team to be able to move in here and do a lot of work, so I'm going to move down here and do a lot of work. Let's go ahead and use our Essence Collection. We should be able to get a ton back here. Again, I did take the talent that gives me more essence for minion kills, and we are at the cap already for our essence, for our, what's this called? Enhanced Agility, our level 1 talent. So we do have a just passive 15% movement speed increase, which is going to allow me to move very quickly in the middle of these team fights and apply pressure to a squishy backline. Chen is not a super good character at peeling. He's able to disrupt a lot, but he's not really good at peeling damage off of... We're going to go ahead, adaptation. Oh, I should not have done that combo, actually. That was not very good. Burrow and adaptation do not synergize well together at all. And I just wanted to burrow to get the healing from my siphoned essence, but I did it in the wrong order. So that was a pretty big misplay. I think Sylvanas could have done a lot of damage to me there if she wanted to, but she actually didn't pressure me too hard. So I am thankful for that. I'm thankful for that. The friendly team pushes down structures in the middle lane now. I'm just going to stay down here. If they need me, I can be up there in a heartbeat. Going to go ahead and use my essence I collected again to heal myself up back to full health and continue to push in here pretty aggressively. Now, at this level range, because we did pick up the grab talent at level 1, I am going to go for the grab range, or at level 7, numbers and things. I am going to go for the grab increase again at level 16, which is going to increase the range of our Q ability, which should just make it easier to land in general. Again, messing up everything our Kael'thas ever wanted to do in his entire life. Not very good synergy in our characters in that regard. Kael'thas seems to be, I haven't tried him after the changes, but he seems to be very Flame Strike focused, way more than before. Can we grab Chen here? Yeah, let's just mess up another Flame Strike, you know, whatever. But we are going to secure yet another kill. Okay, pushing in now with the 4-level lead. I would love to hit level 20. I would really like to hit level 20. But as you can see, this build in particular is not about dealing damage. We are trying to fulfill the warrior role. We're not worried about our damage, or the tank role, I guess, to be more specific. We're not really worried about damage. We're worried about applying pressure to targets we want to focus down. We're worried about making openings for our team to move in and deal damage. And we're also worried about peeling, although peeling hasn't been too much of an issue for our team. I've actually been able to use our grab very offensively here to make plays happen rather than save lives. The enemy team is moving in, and I'm just going to get in the way. If they focus me, I can use adaptation to try to stay alive. Here we go. That's coming out. We're going to grab Rexar here. No, we're not going to miss. We're gonna miss because of the massive delay. Adaptation was able to keep us alive just fine. And you can see this increased movement speed is paying off so much in this game. It really is a massive difference. And because we did pick the healing ultimate, we're able to keep ourselves alive no problem. I'm gonna wait for the Chen to try to gap close. I'm actually not sure what happened there. It looks like his kick bugged. I hope that's not a problem again. They just fixed that. We're going to use our Essence Collection to zoom back up to full health. And we're in a very dominant spot here in this game. I'm very confident in my team to be able to take this over, so I'm just going to burrow on down to the bottom lane. And again, push this out, get some more XP, get some more Essence collected so I can heal myself, and just apply pressure in every area imaginable. If there's one thing I want to say about this character, it's just how annoying he can be being all over the map. It's just fantastic. I love it. I fucking love it. The enemy team is pushed back under their fort. Looks like they may have messed up the jump because he's not in the base yet, but he'll jump again in a few seconds if they show themselves. Again, while that's pushing and they have to focus on that, I'm just going to be split pushing down here in the bottom lane and applying as much pressure as humanly possible. Okay. Okay. So, how's this doing? Looks like it's not going to be able to get a keep, but our friendly allies could definitely pressure that keep down. Again, I'm just down here getting towers. Not a care in the world. Not a care in the world. It's all good. We don't have a ton of essence, but we do have adaptation off cooldown, so we're going to be able to heal ourselves just fine if this does escalate into them trying to kill me. We do take the keep down. We do have pressure up in the top lane as well, technically, because all the walls are down. How aggressive do we want to be here? I'm going to go ahead and use adaptation, use our essence collection. Divine Palm, not going to be needed at all because we're going to zoom back up to high health there. Kilthos is back, so we should leave. I agree. I agree. I don't think there's anything I can do to help you with that, unfortunately. But it's still just a Pyroblast. Let's come in here and stack our damage numbers, shall we? Yeah, I'm hitting 3 heroes for the price of 1. Oh, Illidan confident, re-engaging on this enemy team with Li Ming dealing that catastrophic damage. Here's a grab on Rexar to secure that kill, and it looks like we are just going to be able to push in and win the game here. Wasting time on this building is not that important. I am going to pick up Apex Predator because it is my favorite talent in the tier. You could go for Hardened Shield here and it would work just fine. You just want to make sure you don't overlap Hardened Shield with Adaptation, or you could just go for the straight up healing increase on Adaptation, which as long as you don't die, you're basically going to heal for a ton. But it looks like this is going to be a good game. Let's say GG, let's send hearts, all good feels. And I was actually surprised with how successful this was. This felt really good. This build felt really good. I think the friendly team was responding to me a lot better on my grabs in this game rather than the last game, but I also just flat out landed more grabs in this game than I did in the last game. We're going to burrow underground. I'm not going to die. And that is going to be the end of the game. So, much more aggressive feel this time, much more in-your-face style of Dehaka, but I was also able to still split off, gather essence on my own accord, be able to apply pressure in other areas, keeping the enemy team on the back foot the whole time. You can see 100,000 siege damage there just from my split pushing efforts and top XP contribution in the entire game. And if we go ahead and look at my talents, we have enhanced agility for the movement speed increase. Again, the idea, I know the health regen is really good, but the idea is that the movement speed increase would allow us to get to the squishier targets in the back line. It would also help us secure kills if we were ever in a long chasing scenario. We also stacked that movement speed with the extra 20% we get from Swift Pursuit whenever we walk into a bush. So we didn't actually run into the scenario, but if the enemy team was on the back foot and they were running away, we could actually chase them incredibly well with these two talents at level 1 and 13. Level 4, we are the one who collects, so we can get more essence off of minions. Then we went for Constriction, which increases the grab duration by 0.5 seconds, I believe bringing the skill up to 2.25 seconds. That's a pretty long crowd control. Keep in mind, you can be stunned, you can be interrupted while that is active, but the enemy team actually didn't have very many ways to interrupt me. Adaptation, which is the self-heal. After 5 seconds, you heal for 60% of the damage you took over that 5-second period. It's okay when you're the solo tank. You're able to absorb a lot of damage. Then we went for Elongated Tongue again to increase the range of our grab, and Apex Predator so we could burrow all over the map even though it never got to that. We were able to control the Infernal Shrines, spawn those Punishers, and basically we were in complete control of that map the entire time. So thank you all for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all again soon with more PTR content. Okay, bye.